Please take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hi guys, welcome to 1 Minute Tennis. Today I want to talk to you about the forehand and specifically about how to use the kinetic chain to use the body and the leg drive to energize your forehand. Now, in previous videos we've explained that the kinetic chain in the forehand and in the serve is really rather simple. It's body and then the arm and then the racket. It needs to be in that sequence, and then after we hit the ball it becomes racket, arm and body. See, body, arm, racket, and then racket, arm and body. And that's the simple kinetic chain. But within this movement there are many subtle variations, and what we want to do if we want real power is to drive that chain from the legs, right, and pull the arm through, which then pulls the racket through and creates this easy, awesome power. In today's session, we've got a great way of you finding that feeling. When I'm looking at the camera, obviously my eyes are in my head. And so when I watch the ball, as the ball comes, my head and eyes follow the ball. And very often for a lot of people, that means that their head turns, but the body stays neutral. And then the arm initiates before the body. And this is a problem for a lot of players, even at a super high level. But what would happen if your eyes were not in your head? What would happen if your eyes were in your hips? I'm going to use a description of this. We're going to use the navel. The navel is the belly button or the tummy button. So I'm going to tell you a bad blonde joke that might help you relate to what I'm actually going to try and explain. So a guy is a doctor and he's a surgeon in the Navy, and he's at this big function. It's very noisy, and a girl comes up to him and says, "What do you do for a living?" And he said, "I'm a surgeon in the Navy." She said, "I'm sorry, it's noisy, I can't hear you." I said, "I'm a surgeon in the Navy." She said, "Sorry, I can't hear you. What do you do for a living?" He said, "I'm a naval surgeon." She said, "Whoa, that's really weird. I didn't realize you specialize so much." Now, let's imagine, I know it's a bad joke, let's imagine that we have a naval surgeon and he is going to transplant my eyes from here in my head down to the navel, to the tummy button. And now as I watch the ball, I'm not going to watch it with my head from here, but I'm going to watch the ball approaching from my navel. See how my eyes from here would follow the approaching ball. When I watch it naturally, then very often the head will move and the body will stay neutral. But if I was watching it from here, then the eyes will follow the ball with the hips, and now I'm perfectly positioned to drive from the ground up, creating body, arm and racket. Now, it's not so easy to transplant the eyes from here to here, and I don't think for the benefit of an improved forehand, it's probably a good equation. But can you imagine, as you're playing and on the forehand and the backhand side, that your eyes are in your hips or in your navel and not in your head? And watch the ball from the hips, watch the ball from below the waist, see it approach, load and then drive. If you look at all top players and imagine this bizarre idea that their eyes are not in their head but in their hips, then you will see that those imaginary eyes are perfectly following the ball down into a loading position and then ready for contact. It's a strange idea, but it really works, and it avoids us looking at many different component parts, as we can put all the movements together in this one concept. Let me know in the comment section how it works, please. You know we love your feedback and we always reply. It really is a very effective way, even though it's obscure, of adding power from the ground and the leg drive into your serve. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, please. We know that over 80% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribers. Come on guys, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. If you need more help with your game, remember we do one-to-one online lessons and also detailed video analysis and a whole lot more stuff. It's a unique service and it's helping people all over the world. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed today's session, and see you next time for more truly unique tennis lessons that work.